there's a kind of contagion.
Yeah.
And professional learning, I have seen school leadership. There has been work, and a number of places have begun to do that work, and it works really well. I think it really is about making explicit sense. And one of the things that shifts is your audience, because you're really writing the curriculum for your audience, and whether it's adult learners or your colleagues. I think you said, I want to pick up on something you said that not everyone always gets, which is when you storyboard, you really do have to think about what's extraneous. You said that so clearly, Carla, and what matters most, and what is it you really want your students, as you were mentioning before, Nicole, to not only leave with, but engage with along the way. One sidebar I'd make, just because we've talked about math a little bit here, math is terrific to work with on this. And I think the thing to note is that each subject, when you do have to do with subjects, it's different than when you do interdisciplinary. And it isn't to say one is better than the other. It's you choose choices for different types of learning. But within math, there is a sort of built-in pathway, because more than any of our other subjects, it's our most abstract discipline, that and music. It's all symbolic representations. And sequence matters. So the story here is amplifying, when you do a storyboard in math, the connections. In other words, I can't really move into subtraction as a 6-7-year-old unless I know what addition is. How do I show the connection to the previous chapter, so to speak? That sometimes when a math teacher go like, oh no, it'd be easier in ELA, I'm going, I don't know. I just think you have a different story you're telling. And to be careful. I don't think I'm worried about you. I want to just say it because sometimes ELA runs with this, or sometimes social studies does. And you'll come to other subjects and they'll go, oh, no, not at all. If the student doesn't see the narrative thread across the year and the connections, they aren't going to be able to be really highly functioning mathematicians. And so it's just interesting to see when you say it's organic. I agree. And I want to make sure we are alert to maybe a couple flags that can come up from other subjects and sort of attend to them and look at them. Does that resonate with you?
Absolutely. And it's something we're a little bit, a little nervous about, like, how are we going to do this and how is it going to grow? It's a challenge, I think, and we have to, I guess, just approach it in the right way. But I think it's clear that the storyboards make the learning so much more relevant for the students. And I think when teachers see that, how that becomes so much more relevant, then you want that for your students, So I'm sure that we will face some challenges and we will have to prepare in advance for it. But I think if we can get through it, it will be very, very helpful to everyone. I'm really excited about it.